Yo, what's up, swag? Gang, you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy Keon Lara, aka KL Swag, back here with a video, man. Now look, man, we about to start off reacting to Rebound again, man. Well, depending on how y'all like it, man. Cause I go by how long y'all watch the video. So if I haven't watched, well, if I haven't reacted to something for a long time, it's because a lot of y'all don't watch the video or whatever like that. I go by that or whatever like that. But also, like I said, let me know down below in the comments, man, on what y'all want me to react to and stuff like that. Also, you guys, because on the second channel, if you guys want me to react to music videos and stuff like that, I would do that. Make me grind more on that second channel, bro, with music videos. Because for some reason, I'm just so hooked to, because y'all know we all love sports, bro. Y'all love football. Y'all love when I react to and stuff like that, bro. So make me freaking grind, bro. Especially on the Discord. Make me grind on that second channel, bro. It's like, cause I ain't a lot. It's kind of hard. I see why other creators don't, usually post on a third channel or second channel. It's just weird, bro. They always stay on their main channel. But yeah, you guys. This is Rebound, man. Shout out to Rebound. He usually does basketball reactions and stuff like that, man. Times NFL fans went too far. Let's get into it. Let's get it. Let's see.
These are Times NFL fans.
Oh!
Dude, chill out!
You had these cars that were set on fire. People
Damn.
were sliding down these poles. The crowds were just massive.
And first, one fan did something so stupid. He's facing 5 months in prison. And it was all because of a bet.
$1,000 were on a field. You will not run down the field.
What?
And immediately after making the bet, he did this.
Stephon Diggs?
Yeah, and after that, he was arrested and charged with disturbing the peace. Man, this guy was just dumb. But our next fan was off his rocker.
Damn, that's crazy.
Touchdown.
Dude, chill out! You need to still come back! Jesus, Grandpa's off his meds. But hey, going too far is just what old heads do. Because one fan sold his own house just to buy NFL tickets.
I have to say, this sign
What?
caught my eye. I sold my house to buy Super Bowl tickets. What's the deal with that?
I did sell my house to buy the SSLs on the 50-yard line for $100,000 a piece.
$200,000 for some NFL tickets. These guys were down bad.
You tripping.
But there's one fan that was down even worse, because they danced on a dead player's memorial for TikTok. See, this is Jackson Mahomes, the younger brother of NFL superstar Patrick Mahomes. And over the past few years, this guy's blown up on TikTok and social media for posting some questionable videos. What the hell? But in 2021, Jackson went viral for all the wrong reasons. While Patrick and the Chiefs were in Washington, set to take on the Commanders, Jackson was on the sidelines filming a TikTok of himself, dancing on the memorial of a dead NFL. People were pissed, calling for Jackson's head on social media. So later that same day, he tried to issue an apology on Twitter, but the damage was already done, and people have been hating on Jackson ever since. Man, social media being everywhere, you'd think fans would be more careful. But instead, we got people like our next fan, the man that was secretly robbing banks just for NFL tickets. Yeah,
What?
This is Chiefs superfan Chiefsaholic, who for years has shown support for his team by dressing up as a werewolf and rallying other fans before games.
This is it, baby! AFC Championship game! This entire season has been devoted to one purpose, and that's to run it back! Let's go Chiefs!
Everywhere the Chiefs went, he went. In fact, Chiefaholic would travel from state to state for every road game just to cheer him on. And by 2022, he'd become a local legend amongst all Chiefs fans. But then, people started to notice something strange. On Sunday, December 18th, the Chiefs were in Houston, set to face the Texans. And as fans started filing into the stadium, there was one important piece missing for Kansas City, Chiefsaholic, who was nowhere to be found. Immediately, fans rushed to Twitter, hoping to learn of his whereabouts, wondering if he was safe. And that's when they learned something horrifying.
Chiefsaholic, also known as Xavier Michael Babudar, is a career criminal who was disguising himself as a wolf who loved the Kansas City Chiefs more than Red Extreme, more than X Factor, was actually caught red-handed
Damn.
with a gun robbing a bank in Texas on Friday, okay?
Yeah, this guy was arrested for allegedly robbing a bank as a wolf. But it gets even crazier than that, because if Chiefsaholic is found guilty, he's facing at least 10 years in prison.
Damn.
I don't think Chiefsaholic is getting off. But
That's crazy.
his next fans definitely were. Because during a Philadelphia Eagles game, a couple of fans got off in the bathroom.
Things you see at Panthers games.
Oh.
Ooh, now that's a touchdown right there. But look, these fans aren't the only ones getting dirty. 'Cause
Oh
in
my
2022,
gosh.
one fan went to the Super Bowl just to streak the field.
And now he's not being chased. He's running down the middle of the 40.
He wearing a
Arms in
thong.
the air in a victory salute.
This nigga wearing a
Put
thong.
up your pants, my man. Pull up those pants. He's being chased to the 30. He breaks a tackle from a security guard. The 20, down the middle of the 10.
He about to get popped.
He slides at the 1, and they converge on him at the goal line. Pull up your pants. Take off the bra and be a man.
What the hell? This man was wearing a bra. He wanted to get tackled. And look, streaking is one level of crazy, but it gets way more twisted than that. Because one fan loved the Cincinnati Bengals so much,
I'm
it
so
made him
dead.
go homeless. See, in 2019, the Bengals started their season.
My son deserves the finer things
Bro,
in life.
what the hell?
Spice Gentleman's blend lavender and mint.
I would never in a million years do something like that, bro.
Lavender I smell. What? It's okay.
Like, y'all,
Use this body wash too.
y'all know I love the attention and stuff like that, bro, but nothing like that. Nah.
With the Wells Fargo Active Cash
Nah,
Card,
I
you
can't.
earn 2%
I
cash
cannot
back
do
on
that.
what you want. Like first date
Not even
plans.
not even for no $1,000, bro. No money or nothing,
Like
bro. I'm
baby
not
shoes
doing
without
that.
laces. The Wells Fargo Active Cash Card. That's real life ready.
By losing 4 straight games. Everyone was saying that they were trash, and they were bound to keep losing. But there was one fan that disagreed. Bengals diehard and local bar owner, Jeff Lanham, who was so sure the Bengals would win their next game that he made an interesting bet on it. He promised to live on the roof of his bar in the freezing cold until the Bengals won a game. And, well, he figured he might be living on the roof for a week or two. He was wrong.
But with another Bengals loss, Jeff Lanham will be spending at least another week camping out on his restaurant's roof.
It's crazy, I know. And I'm stuck in it, and I can't get out of it. Now, like I'm stuck.
Yeah, I mean,
there's no way out.
This man stayed on the roof for 57 days.
What?
That's almost 2 months. I mean, damn. He even forced his entire family to have Thanksgiving dinner on the roof. But on December 1st,
What the hell?
2019, Jeff was finally put out of his misery. Because after losing 9 straight games, the Bengals beat the Jets for their first win of the season, officially letting Jeff go back home.
Oh, it was awesome. Just to be off the roof, I'm glad. I don't feel like I'm like in prison now. I can do whatever I want. Before it was just bathroom breaks, that's it.
Man, this guy's
Tripping.
love for the Bengals is through the roof. But at
He
least his
tripping.
heart was in the right place.
Yeah,
I
these
can't say the
fans
same
tripping.
for our next fan.
Tripping.
Jags fans once did something so disrespectful, it almost got him killed. See, this is 6'4", 300-pound defensive lineman Quentin Jefferson, aka someone you should not mess with. And in 2017, Jefferson's Seahawks were taking on the Jaguars.
Yeah.
Late in the 4th quarter, he got ejected from the game for starting a fight. And to make matters even worse, right as Jefferson was walking off the field, a couple of Jags fans thought it'd be a good idea to throw bottles at him.
Into the locker room. And
Oh!
Something at him from the stands and it landed. And security needs to take care of this to make sure fans should.
Oh!
Damn! Those fans almost got eaten. That was vicious. And look, chucking bottles at a grown man is really disrespectful. But stealing millions of dollars from Tom Brady, that is a whole nother level. See, in 2017, after Brady won his 5th Super Bowl, he was in the locker room expecting to celebrate with his teammates. He noticed that his game-worn jersey was missing. Yeah, it was nowhere to be found,
Took my dog
sending
jersey.
him and the NFL world into a panic.
Tom, did you find your jersey? Did you find your jersey? You think someone's taken it? Or? It's going to be on eBay at some point. Oh, man. Sorry to hear that, man.
And over the next couple of days, this case got even more interesting, because according to Brady, this wasn't even the first Super Bowl jersey he was missing. He had another one stolen just a couple of years earlier. So with the thief on the loose, fans, private investigators, and even the FBI started digging into the case, until eventually they played back the security footage from the game and noticed someone suspicious.
9:36 that Tom Brady takes his jersey off. It's given to a team employee, right?
Okay, there
that
it is.
team employee, you have it there. So Tom's over on the field there. And then we're following him. He hands it off
that's the team
eventually.
employee.
That's a team employee. That's a league employee. The other guy, the perpetrator here, who is, again, it's unbelievable. He is a big name in Mexico. You see him right here.
Whoa.
Well before the rest of the media, just walk right in the locker room with the wrong badge on.
Oh!
With the wrong badge on.
How do you get that badge?
And it's not the proper badge to be in there at that time.
I'm
And
dead.
He's just
Here comes
walking around.
Brady.
So now here comes Tom Brady here, but that guy's already in the locker room. Check this out.
Oh.
He looks right at one of our cameras. This was huge in identifying who this was. That shot right there was
That's
instrumental.
crazy.
Sports reporter, Patriots fan, Marcio Ortega, was caught red-handed. And as if this footage wasn't enough evidence, shortly after, feds discovered that Ortega was trying to sell both of Brady's jerseys to another fan. So just a few days later, the FBI ended up raiding Ortega's home in Mexico and recovered over $1 million worth of stolen NFL memorabilia. While in the end, everyone got their gear returned to him. It's Ortega that made out like a bandit. To this day, he's never been officially charged with any crime. Damn, this guy got off lucky. And with that,
He did.
we gotta talk
He
about
got off
the
real
Cleveland
lucky.
Browns, because their fans once tried to kill NFL referees. In 2001, the Browns were at home, taking on the Jaguars. And with less than a minute left in the fourth quarter, Cleveland had the ball, needing a touchdown to win the game. When they completed the pass to Quincy Morgan, and it seemed like this play had brought the Browns one step closer to the W. So fans were hyped, until the refs rolled back the tape and saw something interesting. The ball hit the ground first, and the pass was incomplete. So the refs decided to overturn the play, pissing off every single Browns fan in all of Ohio.
But there's a lot of Monday morning quarterbacking in Cleveland and elsewhere now over the latest case of violence connected to pro football. Only in this case, it wasn't the players. As CBS's Jim Axelrod reports, it was the fans in the stands.
These Cleveland fans are irate.
Hey, those fans are glass holes.
That's glass.
And, that's a lot of anger to have bottled up. And they gotta let it out like Eagles fans. Because these people went so crazy, they destroyed the entire city of Philadelphia. See, in 2018, the Eagles made NFL history.
YouTube TV has no hidden fees.
I don't want to talk about that. That pisses me off.
Try it free.
Beating the New England
Got lucky.
Patriots and winning their first ever Super Bowl.
They got lucky.
Sending Eagles fans into a frenzy.
Here, these doors were just completely smashed. These windows here just smashed. You have glass everywhere, okay? The crowds were just massive. Thousands and thousands of people were out here. People were sliding down these poles.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, those fans were terrorizing the city. That's illegal. And eventually, Eagles fans have flapped their wings a little too hard. Because by the end of the night, 8 fans were arrested, and the city suffered over $2 million worth of property damage. But look, I can see getting carried away after
That's
a Super
crazy,
Bowl.
but why
What I
do
never
that?
understand is this next guy. Because one Ravens fan destroyed his own body just to support his team. See, in 2021, the Ravens came away with the clutch win against the Kansas City Chiefs. And one Ravens fan wanted to make this moment permanent. So he decided to ink himself up, getting a tattoo of the final score. And look, one tat, that's fine. But this was just the tip of the needle. Because from that day forward, this fan vowed to get a tattoo for every single win the Ravens got. So by the end of the season, he had 8 more tattoos. And this dude is still tatting himself up to this day. But he ain't alone, because I just got me some ink too. So make sure you subscribe, alright? I don't want to regret getting this. But anyways, they're not as big as some fans. Because one fan went so far, he's banned from the NFL for life. Back in 2015, the New England Patriots were involved in a major scandal, Deflategate, where they were accused of deflating footballs for a competitive advantage. And the league punished them big time, taking away 2 first-round draft picks, suspending Tom Brady for 4 games, and fining them $1 million. To most fans, this felt like a fair punishment, but one man thought it was way too harsh. Notorious Patriots fan and Barstool Sports founder, Dave Portnoy, who immediately after the punishment marched down to the NFL commissioner's office to wage war.
Patriots fans caused quite a scene at NFL headquarters in Midtown by handcuffing themselves to one another in the lobby. We're talking about a group of 4 protesters who, you're right, pulled the stunt off right in the lobby. These protesters tell me that they are from a sports website called Barstool.com, and their aim was to protest what they call the unfair treatment of Patriots and the Patriots quarterback, Tom Brady, in the wake of the Deflategate scandal.
A couple of
Go
people
Pats.
that I gather with some connection to the website went down to the NFL offices in Patriot jerseys and got arrested for resisting arrest.
Wow.
Why?
Yeah, Dave wasn't backing down from anybody, not even the law. But unfortunately for him, Goodell refused to lift the Patriots' punishment, and he banned Barstool Sports from all future NFL events. So from that day forward, it's been on site, because Dave's been trashing Goodell on social media, calling him a villain and a criminal. And to stick it to the league, Dave's even snuck into the Super Bowl wearing a disguise.
That's crazy.
Damn, Dave's been doing Goodell dirty, but he still wouldn't have it as bad as some fans do. Because one fan's love for the NFL is costing him tens of millions. This is Mattress Mac, owner of the largest mattress store this side of the Mississippi. But what Mac is really known for is his ridiculous sports bets. Because back in 2021, Mac threw down a $2 million bet on the Patriots to win the Super Bowl and won himself $3.4 million. And after hitting it that big, Mac was looking to ride even higher. So the next year, he decided to make gambling history by placing the largest Super Bowl bet of all time, betting on the Cincinnati Bengals for $9.5 million.
Damn.
This would have been the ultimate jackpot, because if Mac's bet hit, we're talking a profit of over $16 million. But unfortunately for Mr. Mattress, the Bengals lost, officially costing him $9.5 million. Damn, Mattress Mac got sacked. But some people lose more than just money, because one fan tried to blind NFL players, and it blew up in his face. See, in 2014, the Bills were in Detroit, taking on the Lions at Ford Field. And at first, it seemed like an average NFL game. Fans were rowdy, cheering on the Lions, and booing Buffalo till they lost their voices. But in the second half, one Lions fan did something that no one saw coming.
The play immediately before it is stirring talk today. Quarterback Kyle Orton whiffed on a throw across the middle and immediately turned to the ref, pointing at his eye. Orton told him he was shined by a fan with a laser pointer. It wasn't the first instance. In the third quarter, Bills kicker Dan Carpenter lined up for a 50-yard field goal.
Crazy.
If you take a close look at the knee of the holder, you can see the flickering light of the laser. Carpenter missed the kick, and he was hot. He complained to the ref, who mouthed the words, "No, I didn't see it."
Someone was shining a laser at Bills players the entire second half, leaving people wondering who did it. And it was looking like this was going to remain a mystery until the unthinkable happened.
We're going to turn now to an update on that football fan who used a laser to blind players during Sunday's NFL game in Detroit. He's been caught and charged. He has only himself to blame. The big clue for police was his boast on Twitter.
Yeah, this guy just exposed himself on Twitter, and shortly after, the cops caught up with him and arrested his ass, charging him with disorderly conduct and banning him from the stadium indefinitely.
He's stupid.
That's just crazy, but not as crazy as LeBron James playing in the NFL Yeah, I bet you had no idea LeBron almost picked football over basketball. And there's a ton of things you don't know about LeBron. Like, he almost died back in 2006. Look, if you want to know what happened, then click this video right here. Oh my God!
Ooh, wait, y'all let me know if y'all want to watch that, man. 20 things you didn't know about LeBron. Like I said, bro, I stopped reacting to Rebound because of y'all. Y'all let me know if y'all want me to react to more of Rebound, man. I love you guys and stay swagged up. Woo, wait, this was a movie.